Hi, I'm Peggy. Today we're going to talk about rental properties, taking move-in and move-out pictures. These are very important. It's very important to have this on record. I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to teach you what to do, what you should take, and so on. So today I'm going to use my cell phone because most of you have a cell phone or a little digital camera. It's very important that once you're finished taking these pictures, you immediately back these up. Don't leave them on your phone. Don't leave them on your camera, because if something happens to your phone or your camera, those pictures are gone. For me, every time I take a picture, it automatically uploads to Dropbox. There's different services out there, but if you don't have a service like that, make sure immediately you put it on your computer and then you put it on a disk, or however, upload it however your supervisor wants to receive those pictures. So that's very important, and I don't want to forget to say that. Now, like I said, you can use any camera that you want. I'm going to show you this with a cell phone because all of you have a cell phone, I'm sure. Okay, so very important when you walk up to a unit that you're going to do pictures. By the way, we're doing move-in pictures right here. So this is the last thing you're going to do before you give your tenant the keys. So before your new tenant moves in, you're going to take pictures of everything so you know exactly how you handed that property to them. So the first thing you're going to do is take a picture of the number. You want to make sure we know what unit number we're taking pictures of. And then take a picture of the door. Make sure that you can prove that, hey, that door was not damaged at all when we gave it to you. And same with the entry door. I have security doors at my property. Some of you do, some of you don't. Now, right here, if you come around here, you'll see that this is a little bit old. It's torn up a little bit. So that's okay. It's totally safe to give it to them like this. But I'm going to take pictures of it so that I know when they move out that was like that when they moved in, so that we don't charge them for that. Now, as soon as you walk into a unit, you're going to take a picture of the broad view. Back up as much as you can. Get a picture of everything. And then you'll start getting closer and taking more close-up pictures. I want to make sure that I know these blinds are brand new and they look great. Now, the other thing, you can see my flash going off. Don't be afraid to use your flash. Never, ever, ever, ever put your flash on automatic. Either turn your flash on or your flash off. Sometimes you'll find out that when you use a flash, it actually makes your picture darker. And the reason for that is that the flash captures something close, light brightens that up and reads that reading, and so it makes everything else dark. So you may have to play with it a little bit, but never use automatic because it's going to be wrong every time. For me, I use the flash on almost always. So now I took a picture of all the walls. I'm going to get a picture of the carpet because this is brand new carpet and I want proof that when they moved in, the carpet was good. Right there in the entryway, a lot of times that gets messed up, torn up. So that's an area I always want to take pictures of. So then I walk in and I close this door. Because another thing that happens is people slam doors and they break walls and put holes in walls. We have a protector for that here. I want to get a picture of that so I know, hey, when we gave you this unit, there were no holes in this wall. And then we're going to come over and get the countertops. These are beautiful countertops. No problems there at all. Now, I have a storage pantry right here. So I'm going to turn my camera this way so that I can get the whole length of that. Take pictures of that. And then I'm going to open it up so that I can get a picture to see that the shelves are in there. They're clean. They're not broken or damaged. Because that's another thing that happens a lot is shelves get knocked down and broken. So we make sure we take pictures of everything inside and out. Now I found over the years thermostats go missing, get broken. So I want to make sure that this thermostat, I have a picture of this thermostat. It's in good working shape. And again, I'm not going to turn on the bathroom light because it's a loud fan, so I'll just use my flash. But I want you to follow me in here if you can. This is very important. You want to make sure, I'm going to turn the light on. You want to make sure that you get a picture of all of the faucets. Sorry, I'm stuttering here. The drain, plug, and most importantly, the plumbing underneath the sink. Make sure you get that. That shows that there is no damage, there's no water damage, there's no leaks. Now over to the toilet, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get a picture of the toilet, and then we're going to get a picture down here of the plumbing. This is very important. Also, I'm going to get pictures of the towel racks and the walls. And of course the door, because unfortunately, sometimes people break doors. So, make sure we get a picture of the door on both sides, because when we gave you this unit, the door was in one piece. Now this is my breaker box here, so I get a picture of the breaker box. And also this gives you the opportunity to check the breaker box real quick before you give them the keys. Sometimes my cleaners leave the breakers blown, and they don't have my tenants get here and don't have working utilities. This is a storage unit. I make sure that I get the floor down there. Make sure that I get the doors, again, the doorknobs. Now, remember, this may seem monotonous, but it's very important, because when a tenant leaves and maybe they've torn it up a little bit, and they're going to say, oh, it was torn up when we got it. You gave it to us like that. Well, no, we didn't. I guarantee we didn't. All right, so appliances, you're going to take a picture of the top. You're going to take a picture of the inside, because when we gave this to you, it was spotless. And then you're going to open it up, take a picture underneath. Maybe. There we go. And these digital cameras, and then you want to make sure you get a picture of the model number, and they're located either underneath here, under here, or in here. But you always want to get a picture of the model number of your appliance, because if they call you and need a part, you can just look it up and you know what they have in that unit. Same thing. Now see, there's some damage to this refrigerator. So I'm going to make sure I get a close-up of that. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll put my hand there, because if I just take a close-up of that, I don't know if that's this big or if it's 6 inches big. So if I put my hand next to it, it kind of gives you an idea, hey, this was the damage, it was there, it was this big. And then I get a picture of the entire refrigerator, and then I open it up, and I get pictures of everything inside. And this is going to prove that all of these are here and in good shape, nothing is damaged. And again, I'm going to make sure I get that model number, serial number, and everything. Now I'm going to turn the light on here for you. Now we're going to do the same thing with the sinks. We're going to make sure I get a good picture of the sink from an overall angle. I'm going to go underneath here. And I'm going to take a picture of all the plumbing, garbage disposal. Make sure that we can prove, hey, there was no damage, everything works good. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to pull all these cabinets open, and I'm going to take pictures of everything just like this, so that we know everything is in there good. I am not going to make you watch me do the entire kitchen. Now the next thing I do is the ceiling fan. I make sure I get a good picture of that ceiling fan, And then some of my units have patios, so I make sure I get a good picture of the patio doors. And right here, again, very important, we get pictures one, it proves that they are locked and secured, they do work properly, and two, it shows that they were in good working order. And it shows us if there's any scuffs, scratches, whatever. And then I'm going to do the same thing out here. Get a picture of the patio. Get a picture of the building, because tenants are not supposed to put holes in the building. So I want to make sure that I can prove, hey, when I gave you this unit, there were no holes in the walls. Everything was in good shape. And I could only prove that if I have pictures. So that's why doing this is so important. Now, same thing like everywhere else. Get a big picture and then go in close up. So we're going to go up the stairs. I'm going to get a shot showing everything. And then I'm going to head upstairs. Make sure I get that fire detector, smoke detector, I mean. Same thing with my closets. I want to make sure that these doors have no holes in them. These closets are in good shape. These doorknobs are all on secure. We're going to open these up. Okay, now this cabinet is missing a shelf, so that's okay. We don't have to give them a shelf in every little place, but I do want to know that it wasn't there when I gave it to them. I want to know that, hey, when I gave this to you, this is what we had. So I usually take a picture of the door jambs because sometimes those get messed up. And then again into the bathroom. Make sure we get all of these underneath here. Whoa, let me just throw the camera. The toilet bowl. Now, in some of my units, I have problems with the tubs peeling. So I always want to make sure, I know this tub is brand new, just refinished. So I want to make sure I get really good pictures of that so that I know when I gave it to them, it was in good shape. It had a shower head. Everything was in good shape here. And the doors are in good shape. The medicine cabinet is here in one piece. So, same, we're almost done. But I want to be thorough because I want you to understand how important this is to make sure that you don't overlook, don't get lazy, don't get in a rush. Make sure you take pictures of the entire room. And the floor. Make sure you say, hey, this carpet looks great. These blinds are brand new. These closet doors work. The closets are in good shape. Both the door on both sides are hole free. So nobody slammed that door and put a crack in it. The smoke detector's up there. Now one more room and we're almost finished. And if you take the time to do this the exact same way every time you do a walkthrough, you're not going to forget. So do a walkthrough the exact same way you do every single time. That way you're not going to forget, oh man, did I take a picture of that door? Did I take a picture of that closet? Because it's a pattern. You walk in, you do boom, 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 boom. So find your pattern that works for you and do it every time you do a walkthrough. And that way you're not going to forget little things. Now, I'm done. I have taken move-in pictures of this entire unit. However, what I like to do is on my way out, because you know I'm human, you're going to forget something. So on my way out, I'm going to just kind of be looking and go, oh, did I take a picture of this? Did I take a picture of that? So I'm going to do one more picture of this entire room facing this way. And then we're just going to walk back through, make sure I didn't miss anything. And then most importantly, I'm going to go straight back to the office. Now, right here for me, because I have the stairs, this gets messed up a lot. So I'm just going to take a picture of this on my way down. But I'm going to go right to the office, and I am going to put these on my computer, put them on a disk, so that my managers and my supervisors are happy. So that's very important. Don't forget, don't leave them on your camera, don't leave them on your phone. Make sure you back them up. Do not delete the originals until they are where they need to be. That's very important. Now we're going to talk about move out pictures. Okay, we're back, and we are recording move out pictures now. Now, move out pictures is usually really interesting because you don't know what you're going to walk into. And you and I are going to walk into this unit together, so don't be surprised what we find. Same as move in. The first thing you do is take a picture of the unit number. Take a picture of the door. Now, there's a lot of scratches in the paint, probably keys hitting them and so forth, but everything looks good. There's no actual damage to the door well, to the frame. Now, I'm going to do first thing, just an overall view of the condition of the room, which actually looks really good. Believe me, as you all know, sometimes these things can be a mess. The carpet has a couple of tiny spots, but nothing that can't be cleaned. This, I don't even think I want to know, but we're going to take a picture of it. Obviously, we didn't give it to them like that. Obviously, they broke that. So we want to make sure we get good pictures of that from a couple of different angles so it shows, because they'll be charged back for that damage. So anytime you see things like this, you just want to document it, even if it's not something that you're going to necessarily charge them for over normal wear and tear. You still want to make sure it's documented. Closet doors, fronts and backs, everything's in really good shape. Take pictures of the floor, take pictures of the ceiling fan, the pantries. It's nice when you have a tenant that actually takes care of your property and you just have a few things to do. But sometimes you'll walk into a unit and it's completely torn up, and you need to make sure that you have really good pictures to show any damage that's done. Same thing that we did in the move-in. We're going to get a top view of that sink, and then we're going to get view of the garbage disposal. It looks like there's some water stains down there, so I'm going to have my maintenance man make sure that we don't have any little leaks or anything. They left a few little things on the fridge, no big deal. We'll just throw those away when they're cleaning and doing our turnover. They didn't tear up anything, and I've got proof of that. This is in good shape. And same thing, I'm going to go through all the entire place and make sure that I get good pictures of everything. Now, this, again, is not a unit that's going to have a lot of problems. We're not going to have to, fight them to pay a huge deposit. But if it were, you want to make sure you have really good pictures. And a real typical thing that happens is there's stains on the carpet. Now, cell phone pictures, digital camera pictures, is sometimes hard to pick up. Like right here, there's some just traffic stains. It's nothing that the cleaners can't take out, but I'm going to use this as an example. When you're taking a picture, you want something there that can show the size of the problem. So what do you always have with you? You always have your property keys with you. So a lot of times I will throw my keys down so that, you know, okay, we can see the size, because obviously I can't put my hand down there. So this shows us the size of the stain, the size of the damage. So it's very important, and a lot of times there'll be holes in the wall from pictures or so forth. If you can't put your hand on it, then, you know, get something to give that perception so you can see how large is that hole. Is a little tiny pinhole, or did they use a huge nail or something crazy? Did they put a bolt in the wall? So, you know, I laugh about it, but we all know that you never know what people do. So use things like keys or whatever you have in your hand to show perspective of the size, because that's very important. If you have to take these to court, or you have to prove that, hey, these people owe me money, it's good to have that proof, and that size, either a hand or keys or something, is going to give you, oh, it looks like we need new rollers on this closet door. Oh, well, let's see if this one wants to open. Yay. So I'm going to get pictures of this, and that would have been great if that door fell on me in the video, right? I told you guys were walking around with me. So make sure you get pictures of everything. Even though, like I said, this unit isn't damaged, you do the same thing every single time. Every single time you do move in or move out pictures. Now see, it looks like there was some damage here. Now, because I'm the manager, I remember we repaired this before they moved in. So in the move-in pictures, it's going to show this is here, but I'm also put my finger there and took a picture of it so we can see the size of that crack. So that was not something that they did. We want to make sure that everything is photographed. You do the same thing every unit, no matter what, no exceptions. Whether it's completely damaged or it is in good shape, you do the exact same thing. You take good pictures so you have record, plus you get into the habit of it. If you do the exact same thing every single unit that moves in and moves out, then you're going to know when something comes up that you didn't forget anything, because you're used to doing it. You do it over and over and over. And my cell phone is just going crazy taking pictures here. So, same thing. I'm going to get pictures of everything here. Get the big room, just like I do in every single unit. And thankfully, it looks like these closet doors wiggle, and they're not going to fall on me. Yay. And I'm going to get a picture of the carpet. Even though it's in great shape, I still want to see it's in great shape. And if I do that every single time, there's no forgetting. So, always remember, it's very, very, very important. One, use your flash. Double check, make sure you're getting a clear picture. It just takes a second. We're all lucky, we all have digital cameras, so you can see it, whether it's a cell phone or a little pocket camera, you can see it immediately, so you know how it's looking. You know if you're getting the picture. Be consistent. Walk in, do the same pictures, coming in, going out, do the same pictures. Look around, use your eyes. Remember, think about what normally gets damaged. Doors, carpets, floors, walls. Be very alert as you're walking around, and then make sure you take good pictures. Take good pictures when they move in so that you can prove you gave them a great unit. Take good pictures when they move out. If there is any damage, take some extra pictures of the damage. Use keys, use something to your finger, use something to show how big the damage is. This isn't hard, you can do it. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of your supervisor, and they're going to give you the instructions that you need. Now, one more time, I said this 3 times already, I think. Don't leave the images on your camera. Don't leave them on your phone. Make sure you go put them on your computer, upload them, burn it on a disk. Make sure that you have them backed up, because if you accidentally delete it, something happens to your camera or your phone, you've lost those pictures forever, and these are important, so make sure you have them. Thanks so much for watching this video and hanging out with me today. Have a great day.